I quit work to devote time to efforts for family rights. What are they? Well, count yourself lucky if you've never made a trip to family court. If not for seeing it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it possible. I'm over 60, close to retiring, and realized I had some unfinished business. Looking for another mother and father to join me. My cell number is at the end of this message. The last 50 years have seen an explosion in well-intentioned family law, but without respect for family rights. The words best interest of the child are used to justify any action. Rob a six-pack from a convenience store and you get a lawyer, speedy trial, presumption of innocence, strict rules of evidence, and an entire jury which must be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt. Don't parents and children deserve the same standard before they're separated for months or years? Parents can't believe they were judged to be of lesser or even no value. Some showed a lot of effort and courage working for change. Many quit, feeling you can't beat City Hall. We still don't have a common purpose and don't work in the same direction. Maybe we need to focus on a federal Family Rights Act, similar to the Civil Rights Act from the 60s, which finally broke the back of segregation. We're not calling for more federal interference, but less. We only ask the same principles used to protect our liberty also protect the bond between parents and children. But how? We need legislative action changing laws, court action appealing injustice, and public action to change people. We've had plenty of effort on the first two, but without public demonstrations, we may fail. Many know the years I spent demonstrating for family rights. I learned a lot after 48 arrests and over 200 days locked up. Jail stinks. But I saw the effectiveness of peaceful self-sacrifice in changing how people think. Nonviolent action is effective. We just need a few more people. Then we're a group. News and social media attention is easier. We'll set an example for a grassroots effort. Nonviolent action? If you check Google, best look up Satyagraha. As done by Martin Luther King, it means no violence, no disturbing others, or public ridicule of opponents. As Gandhi said, the vindication of truth not by infliction of suffering on the opponent, but on one's self. It's a mystery to me how men can feel themselves honored by the humiliation of their fellow human beings. Convert them by showing humility and honesty. They're to be converted, not annihilated. Violence and anger create bitterness on one side and brutality in the other. How often we see this bickering and anger in the news. Okay, some might ask, then how do we protest? Just show how much you're willing to risk because you love your kids. For good reason. It's a classic Hollywood movie theme. Me and my lawless streak of 48 arrests? Very simple and non-threatening. Always dressed in coat and tie, quiet and respectful, even when the cops appear and even when I'm mistreated. Recently, I just used kids' chalk to leave messages on the pavement. And for complete details, please check the akidsright.org website. With your help, things will go better. All we need to make a large impact is moms and dads to join the effort. We'll start outside the federal building in Syracuse. Senator Charles Schumer represents New York. He's the Senate Minority Leader and quite concerned with civil rights, along with our other Senator, Kirsten Gillibrand. We need to demonstrate to them how important this is. Easy to say, forget about it. you can't fight City Hall. But I still hear from parents who are suffering through unjust loss of contact with their kids. It shatters all their lives. I recall dark moments when I felt I was sitting in an out-of-control car at night, no lights, and speeding down the road at 100 miles an hour, knowing that somewhere up ahead was a brick wall, and it was waiting. With a lot of faith, help from family and friends, and a bit of luck, we missed the wall. But I know many loving parents and kids that didn't. Humpty Dumpty never got put back together. It's not about bad judges, lawyers, and exes. When civil rights are ignored, abuse becomes rampant. Except for criminal cases for truly bad parents, mediation's the answer, but only works well with equals. How do we protect family? A declaration of family rights. When a child's born, both parents have a right to know. A child has a right to both parents in their lives. Fit parents decide what's in the best interest of their kids. Good, average, and poor parents are fit and equal. Only bad parents need family court. If accused is bad, a parent is presumed fit and equal with criminal jury protection. It's good to start with fundamentals. I can't even get political support for number one. When a child's born, both biological parents have a right to know. I visited with staff in Syracuse. Senator Gillibrand's aide thought I had a point and something to consider. Senator Schumer's aide felt it was the mother's decision to let a father know he had a child. Fascinating. Peaceful demonstration of self-sacrifice? Pretty simple. I'll take kids' sidewalk chalk and hopefully in the company of others write messages to the U.S. senators asking for help. One day per week, after week, after week. Hopefully, it will get us media attention, public sympathy, and inspire other individuals and groups to join the effort. Feel free to contact me. Leave a message. I won't pick up on an unidentified number. I'm trying to avoid all the junk calls. I'll save you as a contact and will call you back. And yes, not always a jailbird for reform. I used to fly for the United States Air Force. More about me, just check the link there. And I want to thank you for your time.